Okay, so I am going to show you I'm going to show you how to use Pozilla.org and to help you find ancestors to add to your tree. We just need the free basic service. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my Family Search account. And since I've been into it recently, it just picks it right up. But it's your Family Search account. You just sign into it like you are Family Search. This is my tree. Blue is the boys, pink is the girls, red. And on this one, I want to go ahead and go back on my grandmother's side, and I am going to go over, because I know right up here is my Birchby line, and the Birchby line is a line I want to go back one more, so I'm going to go to Ancestors again. Usually you don't have to do that, but I do want onto John Birchby's line right here. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it to do Descendants. This helps me to see where those cousins are missing, where I don't have the people I should have. So this loads fairly quickly. Here is John. These are his kids. As you notice, there's a lot of kids that don't have spouses and they don't have children attached to them. The yellow squares, that means they died before they were 16, so they wouldn't have spouses attached to them. But there's a lot of people missing here. So I am going to go ahead and go to John's line, and I am going to view this in Family Tree so I can see what's going on here. I'm going to go to View Tree. Okay, now I have been on here because I want to find a good spot to show you some examples. So I've been on here, and I just started up at the top. Sorry about that. Up at the top with Thomas. I'm on Henry right now. And I just take them and do one at a time, getting people to go with this. This one, none of the kids had spouses. I found some spouses for them and added to their trees. And now I'm down here on this William and Anne Birchby. And I've got Fanny, and Fanny doesn't have a spouse or anything. So we are going to go in on Fanny and see if we can't find a spouse for her. So we are going to go to her as a person. Okay. And I want to find information on her, so I'm going to research. I've got the 1871 census, 1881, 1891. So I know that she got married sometime after 1891. She was in Willingsville, Nottinghamshire at that time. So that kind of gives me a place. Worksop, Nottinghamshire is also a place I can look for a spouse in. If I go to 1891 census, I want to see the registration district for this place. So in Wallingswell, the registration district is still Worksop. So it is Worksop that I'm probably going to find a marriage for her. So I am going to go ahead and come over to this side and click on Search Records, Family Search. And it will go out there and see if it can find some records for her. Okay, so I've got her here. I'm going to go ahead and, well, first of all, let's go ahead and just search marriages for her. Now, I have not given it any parameters at all right now. So there's 22,000 of them. I want to give it a little bit of parameters. So I know that she was born in Maltby, Yorkshire, England. So I'm going to put that in there. That will help us out a little bit. Okay, so I'm looking for, I want marriage. I want it between 1891, let's go 1901. It's probably between those census records. I've got one here. It's a Benton and an Eels. Okay, so that could be it. I want to try, because I know her family did move into Worksop, and that's where she was at the time. Worksop, Nottinghamshire, England. 1894. This could be it. Okay, Thomas Chambers. That might be it. So what I want to do is I want to try it and see if that's it. And this is how you try it to find out for sure if you've got the right person. So I'm going to go back to Fanny. I just went up at the top here, switch to her window. Fanny. This is Fanny's page. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and hit Family Search again to search. But this time I want this other window still there for that search. So this time I am going to change her name to Chambers. Chambers. And I'm going to put in her birthplace. Maltby, Yorkshire, England. That's Torkshire. That's not going to work for me. Should I Yorkshire on that? Okay. I want to find a 1901 census and 1911 census, and here I do. Maltby, Yorkshire. Perfect. In Worksop, Nottinghamshire. That's where she was before. Remember that? Okay. And if you'll remember correctly, it was Thomas Chambers that I had a marriage for. And right here, who she married to? Thomas Chambers. So we have found her. So we're going to go ahead and add those on. So I am going to hit this, review and attach records. Okay, this is the exact same thing. So I'm just going to bring the census record information across. Now I want to add her husband in there, Thomas Chambers, who was Moulton, Lincolnshire. So, okay, it doesn't like that. I'm going to do a quick search. I'm just going to right click and go search Google. And it's Moulton, so I need to fix that and then it will like it. Moulton, and then it will bring it right up. So that's how to make sure your name places get the way they need to be so that it recognizes them. Okay, and then I'm going to bring over the census record there and add it in. And there's one person that I've added to my tree. Here is her son James, works up Nottinghamshire. It doesn't have the whole thing, so if I put a space right after the name of the place, it will bring up choices and I can pick the one that works and create a new individual there. Okay, so now we have James added in. And then we've got William. And again, a space. And add him in. And go. There we go. We have got 3 people I just added to my tree by using Pazilla and those census records. And those records. You can stop the tape now if you want to, or I will show you. Okay, so now I'm back on that search. 1911 had one more child here. So we're going to add that one in too. I hit review and attach records. And then now this one, I mostly just have to attach those census records across because I have already put those kids in and her husband. But here they are and they're going across. And the cool thing about this is once I've added them in, I'm still in 1897. So I can get their spouses and still be able to do the work for their spouses most likely. Their children will be out of the 110-year rule, so I couldn't do work for them without getting permission from next of kin. But I can definitely take a look at those spouses and see if I can get work done for them. So there's Harry. So we've got her and her 3 boys added in here. Okay, then I want to go back now to Fanny, and I'm going to refresh her page. And then if you look down here, there's those boys. And you can start again with the boys and do the exact same thing. James Chambers. So if I go to Family Search, I am looking for him in Worksop, Nottinghamshire. That's what I thought. I did that the wrong way. Shire, England. Okay, so here he is. Here's his birth, 1896. There's his birth record. There he is in the census record. And then what I like to look for is the 1939 census record for him, because what that's going to give me, okay, 1896, same place, his wife's name, it's Alice M. Chambers. And from that information, I can go over and hit his marriage records and look for an Alice M. I know that this might be a little too soon. Nope, there she is, Alice M. Dixon. So now I know her name and I can add those all in too. And that's how you do it. Give me a call if you need any help. Thanks. Bye-bye.